Varun Saboo joins us, Director Institutional Equities with Prabhudas Lilladher. Varun, what are you telling your clients? Time to use the strength or stay invested?
Yeah, thanks again to ED now for calling us to your channel again. So yeah, I think these are great times, right? We were very bullish. We continue to remain very bullish. I think the rally has just started. I wouldn't be surprised if this will have much more legs than what one can think of. In my view, India, in every sense, should get decoupled from the global side, right? Because if we see our strength currently, the kind of strength that our economy is showing, is brilliant. I mean, we have been very resilient. So I have met about good 12, 13 companies just a month back, just before the silent period started for most companies. And everyone had to say that the kind of strength they're seeing is unparalleled. And they were also talking about next couple of quarter visibility at least being there. So in a scenario where global side is under stress, recession being spoken about and all that being in place, on that construct, we are seeing companies having a very strong commentary and also visibility. Plus, what is happening with the way what you all were just speaking about a while back on commodities coming down. That's the best case for India. So we are very well shaped. I don't see any trouble for India. And FIs, please don't forget, have already sold about 3,90,000 crores plus. So I don't think they have enough room to sell. And our economy is doing very well. So we are very well placed on that front. So very bullish, recommending our clients to still add and yeah, continue with that stance.
Okay. Okay. Varun, I don't know if you track cricket business that closely. I mean, we all track cricket, but how does one make money out of this craze? What is the best way to make money? I mean, is there any thoughts on that? If I'm bullish on India, I'm bullish on cricket. And if I'm bullish on cricket, what is the best way to make money in this entire cricket fever of India?
I mean, I really don't know how to make money out of cricket for sure, but I play cricket. So I'm a cricketer and I play for a lot of corporate tournaments, but I don't know how to make money out of the kind of cricket fever which is on.
Trying to understand, let's say, does it make sense, let's say, to buy companies which have got the recent broadcasting rights? Does it make sense to buy anything which could be a cricket beneficiary because of cricket ancillary, even something like a Sun TV?
Honestly, what I've seen in the past, unfortunately, sports companies, sports broadcasting companies haven't made too much money in the past, is what I've realized. And considering how the ad revenue growth, etc., has been, I'm not too excited on those companies for now, at least.
Varun, I know we discussed it initially, but overall, as far as the IT sector is concerned, do you think the correction is overdone now, given the fact that the management commentaries still remain bullish and they still sound quite confident about the continuance of double-digit growth in FY24 as well?
IT sector, I think the bounce which you're seeing is more because of the kind of selling which had happened there. So there are two things on which a stock does well. One is on multiples and the second is on earnings. So earnings, we had seen a lot of hope last 2 years. And along with that, multiples had shot up significantly. So what has happened in the last round is that the multiples have contracted and they have come back to the FY 18 to 20 averages if you go back and see. In terms of earnings visibility, I think so far companies are talking about next couple of quarters visibility being there. I had met some companies personally as well, and that was the thought process. But honestly, beyond that, so far no one's being able to give any visibility, right? So you don't know how Europe is going to pan out or how US is going to pan out. I would be preferring more of the domestic oriented stories rather than IT for now. So my view is that IT, whatever the bounce is, one should look to be equal weight or underweight on the sector rather than being overweight for now.
From an IPO standpoint, for an investor, it has not made any money whatsoever. Varun, why is that? It's a stock which will qualify as a stock which you would say India's most powerful brand, India's most respected brand, not very expensive. The EVA value, which I think came last week, was also okay.
It is absolutely true. I mean, the kind of the company and the way the company has shaped up in the past also is one of the best companies. And luckily, it's listed now. The only thing is that you are seeing a major liquidity withdrawal from the country, right? And in the IPO, you saw subscriptions coming in. So incremental money hasn't been able to come into LIC. So it'll take some more time considering the kind of float also which is there in the market. The only challenge here is that incrementally every year you're going to see some float coming into the name. and that could keep the pressure on the stock until and unless the overall holding comes down below 75%. I see that as to be only the reason probably which can be a deterrent to the stock. Otherwise, I don't see any reason. It's one of the best franchises you have in the country.